Okay, let's take a look right now at lesson number 8, and we're going to be looking at the 3-note chordal patterns. It's a really neat little piece. Then we have a duet with it. Now, what the duet is here to design to be used in conjunction with this 3-note chordal piece. It's really a beautiful little accompaniment that can be layered down. There's a couple of ways you can do the duets, okay? You can record it within the piano if you have the capability, or then record the second part, maybe using a flute or string line or something of that sort. You can play it on one piano by having another piano player. You play your part here and have another piano player play the duet part up an octave, you know, so you can actually get the benefit of how they all connect together. They really are pretty. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play both parts for now, and but I do trust at home that you might experiment with that ability to be able to play the duets, the duet with the main part of this lesson number 8. It really is very pretty. My keyboard here, I don't have the capability to be able to record an overdub, but what I could do is I could record it on a little cassette player, make sure you're counting yourself in, play the cassette back, and play the duet over it, and it really will sound great. You really see, but you have to be accounting and be very accurate with accounting, especially in the duet number 8, because you got the 8th notes in there, and they have to be linked up very carefully. You might find too that it might be rather complicated to do the left hand with the duet, so you might want to just play single letters in the left hand. That's one way to adjust it. Or you can play the 3-note pattern if you wish, or you can just play just the right hand, okay? Just reading those notes is going to be enough work for you if you can just count it and play all the notes and keep it all within the framework, okay? So let's take this lesson number 8. Let's take a listen to it. Nice one. Get ready. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we have a couple of options here with these chords, okay? I want to explain this, okay? Right now, on the E minor chord and on the B minor 7 chord, you're looking at a couple of options. You can play 1, 2, 3, 4. You can play the B, G, B, which would be a G chord / B, or you can play the B minor 7, 5, 5, which would be E minor would be the E, B, E, okay? So, make sure that you might want to make special note of this, because there are a couple of options. I think when I first displayed it, I was playing the C / E instead of the E minor. So you have two options. You can play on E minor, you can play E, B, E. Or if you want to change the chord and you like it better with C / E, you play E, C, E. Okay? So you have those two options there to play with. B minor, 7, 5, 5, you play B, F, B. Or you'd play B, G, B for G / B, okay? And that will hold throughout the whole piece, okay? So those two exceptions where you do have, like, there's a fine line where, you know, either one will sound really quite good. I mean, listen to them both again. I'm going to play the first line using exactly what's written. 1. Worked out nice. Now I'm going to do the alteration. Now I'm going to have it be G / B and then C / E. Okay. Okay. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I personally like the second one, but the first one will work equally as well too. So you have the two options there functioning within this key. Okay. So it's a beautiful piece. I mean, there's an awful lot here. Now the duet. Take a look at the duet. Now, I'm going to play the duet with the left-hand 3-note pattern, but you can do what you like, okay, here, because it will work nicely here, too. 1, 2. See how that worked? you have a real nice opportunity here, you know, to use the different patterns, but it is going to be more complicated to put that 3-note pattern in on this particular piece. So you can do the same thing with just single notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Remember, when you're counting eighth notes, when you have eighth notes appear in any piece, you want to be counting with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to be feeling the half. Each eighth note gets a half a beat. So you're dividing each of the beats in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so work through this lesson number 8. It's really a fun little one. Make special notes to yourself here about the two options on the B minor 7 flat 5 and the E minor 7. Okay, those would be two chords that you might want to play around with, the two options you have. Okay, so in the meantime, enjoy it. Try working on putting it together. You'll be in for a real surprise. It's a real treat when you hear these things connect. I have a lot of fun writing these. And so enjoy lesson number 8.